Hello everyone, welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. I'm Rob, and today on the table we're playing more Witchcraft. We're playing tale number 3, which is called something. I swear, I have it here somewhere. The Darkness in the Woods. Hello everyone joining live. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Special thanks to these folks for supporting the channel. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Welcome. Hope everyone's having a good day. If you're looking for Tales 1 and 2 of the Witchcraft campaign, check the playlist that I've included in the video description. You'll find all our Witchcraft videos in there. But yeah, we'll go over how Tale 3 works. We'll set it up together, and then we'll play it together. And yeah, we'll see if we can overcome it. I think it's maybe a little more challenging. We'll see. I believe I played it once a couple weeks ago. I don't really remember. I do remember setting it up because when I saw some of these enemies, I recognized them, but it could have been when I played the regular version also, so we'll see. But that's what we're going to do today. That's what we're going to do. Welcome, everybody. Come on in. Don't forget to hit that like button. Helps out the channel a ton. Much appreciated. All right, so we're playing Tale 3, The Darkness in the Woods. We fled to the woods, hoping to forage enough to survive. We found little food, but something else lurked in the wild. Dun, dun, dun. So, missions. I've got these all out here. Investigate the strange lights at the church. From number 1, yes. Put out fires of the woodcutter shed. Yeah. Protect our children at the school. Those are all our Act 1 missions. The missions are a little different in this one. It's starting to tweak things up quite drastically here. Then Act 2, we have Destroy the Lost Soldier. Destroy the Lost Soldier camp at the old battlefield. And then the other one is Destroy the skeletons in the cemetery. And then we have one final Act 3 mission. This time it's different. Face the possessed tree in the heart of the woods. Okay. And then we set the Act 3 mission card aside. Okay. And then we shuffle the Act 2 mission cards, place them face down to form a mission deck. Then we shuffle the Act 1 mission cards, place them face down in a row to form the mission display. Okay? In this tale, cards in the mission display are deliberately face down until you choose to attempt them. This is going to be wacky tobacky over here. So we can't kind of make educated decisions of like, this one, if we choose it, we get this benefit, and if we don't choose that one, we get a punishment. And there's like 3 challenges on this one, and 5 on that one. Maybe we try this one or that one based on the value of the strength of the challenge or the mission. Now we're completely blind. And we're going to have a different setup here. We got wood sprites. Okay, we got wood sprites in the challenges deck. So this one says chosen. So as soon as you choose the mission, each challenge on this mission other than wood sprites gets +1 difficulty. So these little jerk faces, you're allowed to deal with other challenges without dealing with these guys. They just are more expensive, basically. So we have 3 of those in the scenario. So if we have anything to deal with wood sprites or get rid of challenges or anything, that might be good. It also wants us to put in all 3 lost soldiers. And lost soldiers have a fail condition. You exile a random hidden witch. We've seen that before on cards. Place the lost soldier on top of the challenge deck. So they will keep coming back and being annoying. And unfortunately, we can't just ignore the mission they're going on, and you'll see why in a second. So if you deal with them once, you can they're going to the next one that you set up, and then you can just ignore that one. No, not on this one. I think we have to defeat all the missions. We have skeletons. I hate skeletons in this game. Chosen. You cannot overcome a mission while it has any skeletons, so they block you. And then they get +1 difficulty for each hidden witch in play. So any witches you play, like on the left side that you keep in your deck, those which are the least powerful effects, which we like to do often early in the game, this punishes you for that. So annoying. So annoying. So annoying. And these are ones you kind of want to know, like when you're going in ahead of time, if they're there or not, and you can't do that in this one. Hey, Greg. Oh, hey, Yannick. Yannick says, hi, you shared a detailed stream on Cloudspire. Oh, I shared many detailed streams on Cloudspire, unfortunately. And now I want to learn more about your channel. English is not my primary language. English is my only language. I'm so sorry. But hey, you typed it in well, or you translated it well. You did pretty good. But Yannick, yeah, I only do English content here. And yeah, I appreciate you hanging out. I appreciate you wanting to watch more content on the channel. That's cool. Definitely cool. We play those kind of games. I like to play some lighter games here too. Solo, multiplayer, competitive, cooperative, campaign games, one-off games, Euro games every now and then. Basically, thematic games are kind of what drew me to the hobby. But that's what I play here. So I don't always play things as heavy as Cloudspire or as deep and content-rich as Cloudspire. So today we're playing like a little box solo-only game. Quite the opposite end of the spectrum, but still has some good decision points. Beth, hello. Welcome. But yeah, I appreciate you checking it out. But yeah, not everything will be the same type of content either. Sometimes I'll go way more in depth about how a game works, and sometimes I'm just gonna play it. But we're here on episode 3 of this, so I'm not gonna explain how this game works like I might have in the Cloudspire video you saw. I probably did that in episode 1, which you can find down below. But I appreciate it. And no, don't ask me to only play Chip Theory Games products. I'm not gonna do that. I get asked that all the time, that I would just play more Chip Theory games. Not gonna happen. I will play as much as I feel like playing. Okay? Relax. I like to play a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. That's what the beauty about our hobby is. There is so much to play. Like, you cannot play it all. And so much good stuff. Like, so much good stuff for any type of taste you have. Oh, so much to choose. And I'll never get to play it all, and I've come to accept that. All right, so we also have some familiars. We've got a raven, an owl, and a frog. What they do, I don't really care what they do, because we might not see them, and we might not capture them. So we'll just put them in there. Root is the best. Oh, I like Root too. Root is awesome. I like Root a lot. But I'm not going to back the latest campaign. I saw that I'm getting emails from the publisher about them having a new crowdfunding campaign, and it's like, guys, I have unopened Root expansions that I backed that I have not got to the table yet. And also them having such a beautiful digital app, like, if I really want to play Root, I'd probably just boot that up. It's just easier to get going, to get my Root fix. But yeah, I don't know. I do love Root though. I got the itch recently to pull it out after we played, okay, picturing game, trying to remember name. I can't, Arcs. The game Arcs basically got me, itching to play Root again, which I think is a better game, but again, it's a lot harder to get to the table than Arcs is, I believe, but yeah, Arcs. I was trying to remember, I'm like, it's a one-word name. I'm picturing cool, chalky, neon, space battling, and I know it's like a name, and I'm trying to think of what on the board. It's named after, like, something. It's like, nope, those are gates. It's not called gates. But yeah, it's called Arcs. And I don't remember why it's called Arcs. That's why I hate when a game's named like something like, and I can't connect it to the game. I just don't, it's hard for me to remember later, because it's like, obviously I don't feel like I need to remember the name of the game. It's not important information to store in long-term memory storage, obviously. So that doesn't help you understand what I think about some games, and what I'm really focused on going forward is like other games, is like, I have to dump. Okay, I spent hours learning and playing this game. I need now room in the storage for the next one I'm learning and playing. So, let's just delete some of the storage. I only have like a terabyte up here for storage. So I got to clean some of it out, It gets kind of full, starts running slow. Problem with that Windows operating system I run on. Yeah, sucks. And updates don't always fix everything, You know how it is, right? Sometimes I blue screen literally in the middle of a stream. It's crazy times over here. Crazy times. All right, let's shuffle this deck really good. Make that exciting content of shuffling live on stream. I love it. You guys are like, yes, we came here to see Rob just do his horrible shuffles. Mix it all up. A terabyte is generous. Yeah, true. I didn't say all the sectors in the terabyte are functional. So it's like, on the label it tells you it's a terabyte, but then you got to format it and you lose like, 30% or 15% or something of the drive. And then some sectors go bad on it, and then it's like the operating system knows to ignore those sectors to make you feel like the drive's still good, but it's really can't hold as much as it used to. Yeah, that's what's happening right now. So we're like, yeah, maybe it's more of a gigabyte. Yeah, let's say it's a gigabyte, but then with all the formatting, I'm probably running around like 400 to 600 good megabytes, maybe. That's why you might see less 80-page rulebook games on the channel now. It's like, oh my, I can't do it. I'm running out of room up there. The memory is not holding it as much as it used to. Okay. Oh, it's all good, Greg. I appreciate it. You don't have to apologize. You don't have to say you're kidding. It makes sense. Okay, those are shuffled. We're gonna set the third mission. We're gonna set this mission aside, so we know we're going the final showdown. We'll see in a sec. I'll tell you how it works, but I'm just gonna shuffle these up. We have a 6 and a 5 at the final one, and it has a not chosen, but I feel like it doesn't matter in this scenario. I think if I understand it correctly, so I'm just gonna set that one off to the side. Okay, actually, I can set it off here. No, I gotta put it somewhere where, like, yeah, I'll put it over there. Because in this one, we have to keep our successes and failures in separate piles. They don't work the same where you keep a failed mission face down and locking a lane, because that won't work with how the scenario works. Okay, so I made the deck. All right, here we go. Here's how this scenario works different. When you choose a mission in phase 2, so normally we have phase 1, we play witches on the table if we want. Then we have mission, phase 2, where we select a mission, okay? Then phase 3 is something. Then phase 4 is profit. But in this scenario, it's phase 2. You choose a face down mission. We'll have 3 that are face down. You saw that in the setup. Once you choose one, it flips over. We get the information, and then we set up the challenges face up. So there is no chance to interact with challenges in advance. So any witches that are like flip all challenges at a mission face up, those are trash now in this scenario, which is cool. It definitely makes us change up how we're drafting, and I like how it kind of forces us to reevaluate. And with the changes in the challenge deck, it's forcing us to reevaluate different cards, as it was before in the previous scenarios, but this a little more, I think, which is good. And then when you resolve a mission in phase 4, you set it aside. So if it's failed, you put it in a separate pile. If it's succeeded, you put it in a separate pile. Okay, we got to keep track of those. And then you replace it with a face down mission from the mission deck, which the mission deck we know is just these tier 2 missions are our new mission deck. These tier 1 missions are going to be the randomly face down ones we're starting with. So it is 6 missions we have to defeat total, because it does say after you resolve all Act 1 missions and all Act 2 missions, then you grab the Act 3 mission that we set aside, and then you put it into play and assign challenges to it. It doesn't say put them face up or anything, though, like the previous setup part did. So, but it's the last one we're going to choose, so I don't know, like, if it doesn't matter, because we can't, like, I don't know. It does matter because there are cards that mess with, like, face up challenges, so if they're not face up, we can't mess with them, but there won't be any other missions, so we can't move challenges off it to another mission, which is kind of weird too. So those kind of effects are messy, and it does say you may use action and effects to move challenges to a face down mission, and the maximum number of challenges on a face down mission is only 2. So if you're going to try to use that effect, you're going to have to deal with it later, because it does say we have to defeat all Act 1, all Act 2 before we can even see Act 3 and challenge it. So when we're done at the end, there'll only be like 1 mission in play. It'll be the Act 3. So like choice is limited in this, and we have to defeat all missions. So moving challenges around is not the play, really. I think we can do it if we're desperate, but like I don't think that's who we draft. But we maybe find them later and maybe use them. We'll see. So it says to win the game, you must overcome face the possessed tree in the heart of the woods. And you lose the game if you obviously lose in that final mission, so you have 1 attempt at it, or if any other 2 missions are failed. So the same as before, we can fail 1 mission on our journey to it, but once we fail a second one, it's completely over. Okay, total number of villagers in the Lost Souls pile, once it hits 5 or higher, we lose. If the curse pile is empty, which starts with 3 there and 3 in our deck, if we ever need to grab another curse and it's not there, we fail. And if we draw a whole hand of witches at the end of a round, flip them over and they're all curses, and there's no witches in there, we fail. Okay, so that's how it's going to work. Boom. Okay, so these are our Act 1 missions. I'm just putting them face down. Okay, and we don't know which one's which. So I'll do like a poll and you guys can just choose or something to make it random. I don't know. It's like I could roll a die. It's funnier to put it on you guys though. So I sleep soundly at night when all my bad decisions I can blame on you guys. So yeah, we'll just do that. All right. And then we'll shuffle up our witches. And we got to shuffle that still, right? And then we'll go through our witch draft. Do familiars count as challenges? So you might move around and grab them. Yeah, that's not a bad. I was trying to think of a reason why you'd want to do that. But it could be just because you have a bad turn. You drew a couple curses. You don't have the strength to deal with what's currently at your mission, and you're like, there is what is it? The skeletons or whatever that block the mission. We could just like knock a skeleton away and then hopefully draw a nice juicy hand, and then are able to do a little better at the mission where they are and deal with them then. But again, you still have to deal with everything else that's already there. So you could have just made the next mission even more impossible than it would have already been with what was randomly going to be put there. But again, taking witches, I think, that manipulate the top of this deck are probably more powerful because then we can like kind of set up what we're going to see next and have some known information, even though we don't have like face down known information. We can kind of just like tweak this a little bit. So I think that witch is probably like very good. But yeah. And then it says, so you might move around to grab them with the right witch. Yeah, if we have, yeah, okay. So if we have the witch that grabs familiars, you're thinking, right? We don't have her yet. She's in the deck. We know she's coming soon. We move the familiar and then, yeah, play her to grab the familiar. That totally makes sense. Totally makes sense. Yeah, 100%. I like these. I like the line of thinking there. That's a good idea. Yeah. I like how it's changed what we're thinking. Oh yeah, we're going to draft. Let's just start drafting. So I'll just throw them here. Okay. First two witches. We have Phyllis, Tancred, and Jane Kent. So uncover a challenge on any one mission, useless. But she does have 2 power, which is not bad. Doesn't require any other cards to get us 2 power. Not like this jerk face down here, Jane Kent, who says, oh, you got to have no curses in hand, and then maybe I'll give you more than 1. Yeah, so that's the thing. You can't ignore that. Then she's also a Tancred, who has 3 other Tancreds in there, so there could be combos there. She also is just a 4 straight up if we need, which is like great. It's good to have those in the deck. But then we have Jane down here, which, yes, if we can get rid of curses, great. Which we can use her just to get rid of curses. I kind of like this just to get rid of a curse. But I'm a little scared because we might just need some raw power at the beginning. Because we don't know what we're going to flip. We have no idea. But you guys are definitely going to see us fail some challenges, and we just have to pick and choose what's the best of the worst to fail at, you know? Like, I think we might have trouble here because there's like not enough known information. So I think I'm going to take Jane just to make sure we have some better draws if we can get rid of a curse. I think, yeah, I'll use that. Let's just go with our gut on that. Any abilities that are like useless in this, let's just throw them to the side. Even though the numbers are good, I would not be sad to recruit her, but I think we'll just leave her over here for now. So this is what we're keeping. This is what we're putting to our recruit deck. Oh, we got Mary Perrin showing up again. She gives us power for villagers in the Lost Souls pile. So you get lucky and you can get like 4 in there and then never let any others go in the lost pile, man. This card is bonkers, but it's like risky and it's super random and it's like, it does happen though. Or they're both one-offs. Okay, so Ellsworth Flintspark. Oh, discard a face-up Lost Soldiers. We are playing with Lost Soldiers, right? That was one of them. Yes, we're playing with Wood Sprites, Lost Soldiers, and Skeletons. So now Ellsworth Flintspark could shine as a way to just snipe one of those out of play. So let's go with her, give her her time. And even though like I think this is amazing, yeah, let's just for fun, we'll draft here in our first attempt, assuming we need another attempt, we'll see, but we'll try that. Yeah. Okay. We have Liliana Sullivan and Charlotte Kent. So we know you've taken a Kent already. Whoops. Okay. Oh, this is the one that grabs a Sullivan from the pile, the recruit deck, sorry. And then we can put her on top of our deck. So if we have some Sullivans in there, she grabs us ones. And she also lets us discard a challenge from any one mission as a one-time effect. I think that's more important in this scenario than it has been in the past too. And Charlotte Kent works with the whole curses, draw them, get them in hand, maybe help get rid of them or use them for other effects, and then or not have them in your deck. But I think we'll take Liliana. And now we know we can probably toss a Sullivan or two and we're fine. Because we have a way to grab them, hopefully, or at least a way to get rid of a challenge. The next one we have Pollyanna Lily. She wants other lilies in the deck. Or in play, I guess. And then we got Mary Tancred, which we took. No, we didn't take the other Tancred. So this one's the +1 power for other Tancreds. Maybe we go lilies? And just like ignore all the Tancreds? Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. We haven't got rid of a lily yet. We haven't gained a lily yet, but now we have. We'll just kind of hope that that's how it works out. Genevieve Roberts is +1 power for each curse in your hand. Okay. I mean, we took the Kent that gets rid of a curse, but I mean, still, like we'll get curses, I'm sure. And in this one, maybe a little more. Who knows? Just because of what's the surprise factor, right? We might have to eat a few curses, and that could benefit us if we take Genevieve. But we also have Claire Wolfsbane, who discards a face-up wolf. We'll just go with the same, just to make it quicker. We don't have wolves in this challenge, so I'm just gonna go with the quick decision of getting rid of her. And we'll take the ones that we know like kind of impact us and the ones that can't. Like she has decent numbers, but you know what I mean? She's a one-off and we don't have... Oh, Nixies? Do we have Nixies? No, Nixies was the last one, right? Yeah. So this Ariel doesn't really help us on her one-time effect. But again, she's a 2 over and over. But then we also have... Oh, another one-off. Jay Bone Splitter. Face-up skeletons. Boom, done. Okay, that's what we have. That's what we have. Easy choice there, I think. Again, those are only one-time effects, but that one-time effect could be like something that could help us snowball or get out of a mission that we have no right to win. Uncover. Okay, hold on. Jocelyn Hayes. Draw 3 cards from the challenge deck. Choose any number of those cards to discard. Place the remaining pack on the top. So she like kind of fixes the top of the deck. So if you have some card draw off your deck, this is great. But she has this whole uncover all the challenges on one mission, then discard one of those challenges. I think in this game is do as much as you can. So I'm assuming that would just be like, even if they're all uncovered, you could just discard one of them. That's how I would treat that, which is not bad. That's still not bad. Oh, but then we have another lily, and we were kind of going lilies, right? For each lily in play, including Mercy, draw 1 card from the recruit deck, choose 1 to put in your hand, and shuffle the others back in. So she trades herself for another witch, basically. So it sucks she's only 1 power when she does that. It's kind of rough. It's like you hope you get her early and kind of just get her out of your deck, I think. But we could get a benefit off, you know, getting +1 for other lilies in play, or maybe +2. So, I mean, she does help out there. Yeah, we'll just take the lily, I think. I don't know. Jocelyn Hayes probably the better choice there, but she has the whole uncover all the face down on a mission, which I don't think really works in this one, and we don't really care. And when we get to the final mission anyway, we kind of have to tackle it. We have no other choice. So it's not like you're going to flip it up and make some different decisions really on known information or not. You're just going to go at it. All right, Catherine Kent. +1 power for each curse in the curse pile. For each Kent in play, including Catherine, discard a curse from your hand to the Coven discard pile and draw a card from the Coven deck to replace it. I love that. I love that effect. Helps get some combos together. Oh, here we go. Amelia. Oh no. Okay. Do we think familiars, we're gonna see them? Do you think we're gonna get lucky? I mean, I want to get familiars in my play area. I do feel like super comfortable when we get a familiar or two early in the game, and like just it's great, but they don't always show up, and like they're not. You might get them at missions where like you literally cannot take them, or it's you could lose the game based on it. Like you have to focus on other things. But the Catherine Kent ability, we do have one other Kent, but we've gotten rid of the third Kent. So this Kent works with the one we already have to get rid of curses out of our hand. So if they come together, I'll actually get the power buff. Hey, Bernardo says, greetings from the wet, wet Northwest. Oh, man. Yep. Always raining, always wet there. Growing up, I had an uncle that lived in like on Vancouver Island, north of you probably. But yeah, very, very wet. Every picture he ever sent us was like rainy, and yeah, he used to like bike up in the mountains and show us pictures of just like misty wet all the time. Everything was misty and rainy and wet. Like, yeah. Yeah. And I see familiar things with like Seattle and Portland and that kind of stuff. That's cool. Hey Bernardo, good to see you. Hope your family's doing well. Hope you guys are doing well. All right. This is tough. This is tough. I love the familiar thing, I do, but it's like it feels like a gamble. The top Catherine, it feels like I may not draw curses and she's just a 1 power. That sucks. But if I have curses in the discard pile, 3 or 4 of them, in the curse pile, I should say, I could use her as a one-time like 7 power out of nowhere, you know, which I've used her almost every time I take her. I do the same thing, where like if I get her early, I use her to like get rid of curse out of my hand, draw into new cards. Feels so good. We can still get familiars. We don't need Amelia to do it, but when they do show up and you have Amelia, it feels broken because she literally takes them out of the equation, so you don't even have to waste power on them, and then you get their ability right away. Okay. All right, here's what I'm doing. I'm putting a poll in the chat. You guys are deciding. Those who are here, you guys can pick. I'll just say top or bottom. Make it quick and dirty. Quick and dirty. All right, I'll leave that up for a second. All right. Yeah, thank you everyone that voting. Thank you everyone that is voting. Me no speak. Yeah. Like the two Kents work together, but like out of 12 cards in our deck, how often are they going to show up back to back, you know? That's the other problem too. I don't know. And I don't know the numbers of challenges we're facing too. They might have given us missions that have higher challenge counts. And if that's the case, that will then draw through this deck like quicker. But the fact that we're only doing like one mission at a time and there's not missions set up with challenges on them that we're not attempting, I think there's none that get parked. You know what I mean? So then I think it will actually go through less of the deck. Maybe. But again, maybe I'm wrong. I'm just in theory. All right, I'm going to close the poll. Thank you, everybody. 60% want to take Amelia. I'm down. I'm good either way, but yeah, it's tough to not like it's just unknown information, right? Like maybe I'll have Catherine every time and I have no curses in hand, and then it's like, oh, I'll regret that, you know, or I have Amelia and I never see familiars when I have her in hand. It could happen either way, right? Norma Tancred. How many Tancreds we got? 0, right? Yeah, we took 0 Tancreds. 2 are already gone. And she has the whole uncover all challenges on any one mission. Useless. Useless, useless, useless. But if I realized that this was an ability on a Tancred, I may have taken more. On any one mission for each Tancred in play, including Norma, discard a challenge. So if you had like 2 of them in play, 3 of them in play, you could literally like wipe a bunch of challenges off a mission. I did not realize that. I've never had that happen where like I only use it for one. But the tankards, I keep forgetting that's like their ultimate like combo. Damn. Okay, on the second attempt today, if we lose, we're going tankards, and we'll use that to help us. Carol lets us search the jail pile and choose a witch to place on top of the deck, so it lets us recur, get back a witch. So if we use like Amelia, for example, to grab a familiar, not grab a familiar, sorry. If we used her to like get this super powered ability, +2 power, and you know, we use her for like a 5, we could get her back if we had another familiar later, and then we could use her for even more power later in the game, for example. So I think I'll go with Carol. Yeah, damn. I'm regretting all my tankard decisions after seeing that, but we'll just go with Carol. And I think this is the last tankard. Oh, I love this one, actually. I keep forgetting which witch is which, you know? And yeah, I should have... Damn it. Uncover a challenge on one mission, we don't care. But this one, oh, I love this one so much. And then what do we have here? Liz Sullivan, she'll let us grab other Sullivans. But we know we can toss Sullivans away, right? Because we have the one that grabs them. So I think in this situation, I'm grabbing Josephine. James, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thanks for your absentee views. I appreciate it. Good luck in class. Stay awake. Pay attention. Let's take Josephine. And we'll put a Sullivan in the deck here to grab, hopefully. Gwen Hayes. On any one mission for each Hayes in play, including Gwen, we have no other Hayeses. Discard a face-up challenge from that mission, then draw a challenge to replace it face-up. So that could cycle out, get us out of trouble. But the moving challenges to other missions, kind of useless in this one, I think. And she's only a 2 power when she does that, and I see why, because it's usually a really powerful ability. So I'd probably only ever use her for the left side, which is like 1 power, and then maybe gets us a better challenge, but still could get us a worse challenge. Like, it's such a gamble, right? It's like a reroll. It's like you could roll the same damn thing. It's annoying. But then we have Sabrina, and we have been going Lily, right? Yes, we have. So that's easy answer, I think. Easy answer. And our final 2. Elsie Sullivan, giving us a buff for other Sullivans. We can put her in the discard, in the recruit deck, and go search her out, though, at some point. Or we take Eleanor Lily for each Lily and play, including Eleanor, draw 1 card from the Coven deck. Choose one to put in hand and shuffle the others back into the Coven deck. I think we go Lilies and we put Elsie in the since we don't have the full suite right now, her buff is not the greatest. So let's try something different. We'll take all the Lilies from start, and then we have the Sullivan that can grab the other 2 we don't have, and that will buff up our witch count. Assuming we see her a couple times and we don't need to use her one-off ability or something. And then we need our curses in here. This is our recruit deck. We'll give it a little shuffle. And then we can get going. And then what I'll do while I'm shuffling, I am going to put in a poll to choose which mission first. And then let's do left, middle, and right. Okay, I'm putting a poll in. You guys can decide which face down mission do we tackle first. It's a little random, but it's just kind of fun. You know, we'll see. You guys pick who the majority will go with, and then it's random, like what we tackle there. Obviously, we don't have to choose till we see our cards, so you can wait a sec too. But it doesn't. It's still, again, it's like even if we have a bad hand, we got to choose something in this game. You have to, right? So I guess that wouldn't wouldn't matter too much. Okay, and then we need these ones. See you later, Bernardo. Thank you so much. Whichever one is the right choice. Yeah, exactly, Joseph. Exactly. All right, let's go a little cut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I'm closing the poll. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let's see what witches we got. Okay, 44% want the middle. Okay. Okay, we got 1 curse. We got 2 Sullivans. Oh, one that searches for a Sullivan. That's good to see early already. Then we got the one that could search the jail pile, but obviously you don't have a jail pile early, so it's just a 2. And then, of course, we have Jane Kent. That's +2 power if you have no curses in hand and we have a curse. That's annoying. But we could use her just to get rid of the curse, give us a 2. And then what's the other Lily do? For each revealed Lily in play, including Sabrina, search the jail pile, choose a witch to place on top. Well, that doesn't work here in the first turn, so she's just a 2. Not the greatest little hand, but here we go. So we have protect our children at the school. A 4 with 4 cards. Discard a challenge from any other mission. Are okay. Okay. Like, I see what you did here, developers. Your designers, whatever. You gave me a cool success effect that literally does nothing because we don't populate our challenges before revealing. So that literally is a blank. That's annoying. That is freaking annoying. All right. All right. So let's see what we get there. Yeah, let's get us a little more. Oh yeah, I got to shuffle this deck still too. 1 sec. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. Wow. Okay. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Lose, exile a random hidden witch. So that witch would go out of the game, not even to the pile to grab her later. And then place these guys on the top. Yeah, this is gross. Wood sprites. It makes the difficulty, like these guys are now 5, while these guys are here. This is disgusting. Lost Soldier's another one. Yeah, this is like really bad. I don't know my shuffle was that bad, but geez. And then the skeletons. I can't even overcome the mission while they're skeletons. So these skeletons are 3. They get +1 for every hidden witch I use, and then +1 off the wood sprites. So these guys could be like a 5, 6, 7 power alone. This is so gross. Like, I'm not joking. This is like the worst start. This is crazy. Crazy. Oh, I hate this scenario already. Can you still get the success condition after you choose the next mission? I don't know. I feel like the timing on when you get the reward. I don't think it like kind of hangs in the air, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Not like we're going to win it anyway, but let's see. We could fail the mission and plan to win the rest. Yeah, but the problem is 2 of the guys go back on top of the deck to then annoy us at the next mission. So, like, if that just keeps repeating, yeah, we're gonna run out of witches, and then we'll be drawing a handful of curses. I don't know what to say. This is so bad, so bad. Okay, where is it? Overcome the mission. Yeah, see, it's like you take your remaining available power, you resolve any mission effects on the card. So I would resolve that successful mission, and then you place the mission card. Well, this is a little different, but any remaining power is lost, and then you suffer the aftermath. So, like, it's well before phase 2 of the next round when I would choose my next mission, flip it over, then populate it. So it's like, I don't think it saves. I think they do that on purpose just to annoy you. At least if I'm following this to the T, right? I bet it's going to be a theme. I bet it's a theme where everyone we flip over is like, oh, that doesn't really do anything. Yeah, I think we found the higher difficulty mission. All right, so let's just go with it, I guess. Damn, that's crazy. That we're gonna lose like random witches too, out of the game completely, so we can't even like cycle them. Okay, like, am I doing this right now? Like, discard a challenge from any one mission? Probably. Probably. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna lose this mission on purpose. But maybe we can get rid of the lost soldiers so that they're not making us lose witches, right? So yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna discard a challenge. Let's get rid of this one that is really like 5 that will exile a random witch, I think. I think that's the play. I think. And then the wood sprites are making these difficult. Yeah, because the skeletons I just won't be able to break through. Yeah, let's use Jane, and she'll get rid of the curse and give us another 2 power. So we need, what do we need? We just need, I think, a 4 to get rid of these because they're buffed from the sprites, which we have right here. And then we won't have to get rid of one of these. And these guys technically don't hurt us, and then we just fail the mission. We're just trying to, like, stem our bleeding. You'd house rule it, Beth? I don't know if it's intended that way, though. I don't know. It might be intended. Because, like, it's very specific, the timing of how this scenario works, that, like, you can't have any other challenges. But yeah, you could play it how you want. I'm just going to try it the way I think it's intended, and we'll see. Maybe that's what makes it too hard, you know? But yeah, it's weird they would include that in the mission when it doesn't seem to work. So it's like they're punishing us, I think. Or they're testing us. Okay. Yeah. And then we'll just play. So we have 8 total. I mean, we could win and we just lose one of these witches also. But I don't know. Oh, no, we can't. Because these guys are now a 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can't do the mission anyway. So let's just use whatever power. We'll get rid of the lost soldiers, so they don't go back on top of the deck and keep making us lose witches from here. And then that's all we're going to do. I mean, we could spend... I mean, it didn't matter. We could spend 3 here, which would make them a 4 to get rid of. No, it'd make them a 3, right? Yeah, I think we can get both of these gone, but it still leaves us with... These guys are 3, 4, 5 to get through, and like, yeah, it doesn't matter. So these guys don't hurt us, though, when we lose, because it's only a chosen effect, not a failure effect. So they're gone to the discard pile. This mission is going to go in a failed mission pile. I'll just keep off screen a little bit here and keep it face down on the right. Then I'll put my succeeded missions on the left, and we can just look at them later or if we need to. But we have one that's failed for sure. Okay, then we're going to take... I think you just populate the next one, right? Like 1 off the top of the deck, so we know this is a 2. So we can try to work on the 1s first, I think is probably the better play, right? I'm pretty sure that's how it worked. Yeah, after we resolve, set it aside, replace it with a face-down mission from the deck. Make sure to keep failed missions separate from overcome missions. Okay, done. Okay. Okay, so 33% in the last poll voted for left, so we'll pick left as our next one. I have another curse. Okay. We have Eleanor Lily. For each Lily in play, she's the only one. I could draw a card from the coven deck, choose a card to put in your hand, shuffle the others back in the coven deck, but she doesn't do anything else for us. So she might just draw a curse, because we don't get choice. But I mean, that's one less curse we'll see in the next round. Or we can use her right side here just to get 2 more witches from the recruit deck into our deck. We're just literally losing lilies. Oh no, we have their lilies still. It was the Kent we lost, right? Yeah, Kent and the Sullivan. That's crazy. I guess we did not have to lose the Sullivan, right? Did we have enough? Hold on. This Sullivan I used to discard. I may have done that wrong. So if we put her on the left side, we would have had 4, 5, 6. And could I have got rid of both Lost Soldiers? No, I don't think so. Because the wood sprites made them a total of, yeah, not enough. Yeah, it was like 5 plus 4 is 9. So yeah, okay. Oh, we're good. Just checking. Okay. Where is my, oh yeah. Okay. So we could use her for that. Obviously, we're going to keep Josephine to maybe discard and switch. She's not going to uncover anything right now. And maybe we'll get a familiar. Maybe. But she's only 2 otherwise. And then we have Genevieve. Oh, nice. Okay, so she's giving us 1 power or 2 power for each curse in hand. We do have a curse, so that's, I guess, not the worst thing. So here we go. Put out the fire at the woodcutter shed. Yeah, so this we could lose a villager card. It's a 4 with 3 on it. Let's see how bad the next 3 are. Hopefully they're like really nice after that horrible start. Hopefully they're like super tame. Like 1s and 2s. Or like a familiar would be nice. Okay, a 1. Okay, I can deal with a 1. A 2. Okay, gaining a curse. Oh, and a familiar. Yes. All right. Just like I thought. We had such a bad first one. It's now like, you know, the karma's coming back around. All right. Okay. All right. And we have Amelia. It's all coming together. What does the Raven even do? Let's find out. When a witch would be exiled. Oh yeah, that would have been helpful last round when the exiles were happening all over the place. You may exile the Raven to place the witch in the coven discard pile instead. So it's just a way to save a witch. So if we have more, what was them again? The Lost Soldiers, right? Yeah, Lost Soldiers. There is 1 more in the deck. So if we see another Lost Soldier, this helps us. But it also helps Amelia later, if we want to play her later in the game to get a huge boost for each familiar. So we can grab this guy right now. Let's do that. So 2 power, we have this familiar. Okay. We have the familiar. So what do we got here? We don't technically have to deal with these challenges, but we would gain a curse and lose a villager, which are kind of like we don't want to do. We don't want to fail the mission or we lose the whole game. So right now we need 7. Can we do that without losing a lot of witches? Okay, if we play Genevieve, she gives us 2 because of our curse in hand, so we're at 4. We're gonna have to take something. I can only deal with the mission right now. 5, 6. I don't want to burn Josephine yet, because I want to use her when we have like a big number on the mission. We can take it. Oh, I could use Lily, just Eleanor Lily, just to get a card from my hand first to see what's up. So for each Lily in play, which is only her, draw 1 card from the coven deck. Choose 1 to keep, put it in my hand. The others, shuffle the others back into the deck. So she just got us 2 power off another Lily. Of course, that sucks that they came in that order, but... and then this one is for each Lily in play, including Mercy, draw 1 card from the recruit deck. Choose 1 card to put it in your hand. Shuffle the others back in the recruit deck. We can do that right now and change it up. But she does give us a 2 right now, which is probably actually what we need, more importantly. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Right? We need only 7. So yeah, let's just do that for now. Let's just do that for now. I don't know if that's the right play. But that does get rid of everything. So let's just roll with it. So that's a successful mission. So now we know this is a 2, this is a 2, and this is our final 1, so we'll probably go here. And we have to defeat everything before we can see the final mission, so I think it makes more sense to go in order. But again, we have no idea what it is, because I don't remember any of the stats on any of them. Okay. Okay, we are going to shuffle. To find our last card. Yeah, I kind of want to burn some of those to get more witches. I probably should have done that, but yeah, we'll see, we'll see. Like the ones that basically you get rid of them to pull one in, and they're kind of like low power. You kind of want to use those in like Act 1, I feel. Just because later you need witches with more power on them, and they're like kind of slow. But yeah, I guess we can put that up there now. All right, we got 1 curse. Okay, +1 power for each lily in play, which we could have 2 of them. Each other lily, sorry, each other lily. Okay, so we could play this lily to just get 2 cards off the top of the recruit deck, or she can draw us, for each lily in play, we can draw 1 card from the coven deck, choose 1, put it in her hand, and shuffle the others back in the deck. So we can look at 2 cards, pick 1. Okay, we have a way to discard skeletons, and a way to discard lost soldiers. Imagine we started with those 2 on the first turn. I would have burned them no problem. And they would have just wrecked those guys, and we would have had 6 power. Oh, but we didn't get them then. But maybe they can help us now. So what do we say we're choosing this one, right? So we got investigate the strange lights at the church. No, thank you. 4 power, 3 challenges, a failure. Search the villager deck for the 0 card, exile it, shuffle the villager deck. We can't lose. If we lose any of them, we lose the whole game. So I don't even care what the failure says. The failure says lose the whole game, basically, going forward. Okay, our first challenge. We got an angry freaking mob. You cannot overcome the mission while it has angry mobs. There are 3 to deal with. So now we're at 7. A mandatory 7 to get through. We have Plague Rats, which we would lose the Villager's card. Not the worst thing right now. And there are only 2, though. And then another angry mob, but thankfully it's only a 1 power one. But still, it's now 8 mandatory, 10 in a perfect world to deal with this. Okay. So I say, so 7 mandatory. Okay, let's do it this way. We can get 3 here from these 2 without losing any of them. It could let us grab another card. Might be a curse, but we get to look at 2. And oh, we only have 2 curses, so there's no way we would get flooded with curses on a draw where we can look at 2, pick 1. Because we already have 1 curse in hand. We already got rid of 1 curse. There was only 3 in our deck at the start. And then these 2 just couldn't be for now too, because there's no skeletons, there's no lost soldiers, and we can save them for later, even just for a big power boost, I think. So like I'm thinking these 2 for 4. What we say we want, like 7, 8. We need 8 for sure. This would be 3 more because we have another lily. But I would need more. Okay, so let's do it this way. For each lily in play, we're going to grab 1. Look at them, pick 1. Okay, we can get a witch back from the jail pile if we wanted. What, did we lose anyone that was so bad? I mean, we could use Jane to get rid of another curse. That'd be pretty sick. Or we can use Liliana to discard a challenge from a mission. That would be juicy as we get into the higher power missions. Or we keep Carol and use her later. But, I mean, those witches are nice. Oh, we have Genevieve that's giving us +1 for curses in her hand. We could take her right now, put her here. And then she gives us 2 more. So what are we at? Oh yeah, why is she on this side? Yeah, I would play it like this. So 2. And then this one go back shuffled in, I think. Shuffle. Yeah, shuffle the others back in. So this would be 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 shy. 1 shy. Okay. So we're losing a villager's card is what I'm saying. That's what's happening. Okay, so we'll just defeat these ones. And that will defeat the mission. And then we'll just lose 1 villager card. Oh, it says 0. So the 0 we shuffle back in. So that's literally like a freebie. That's a freaking freebie. Lucky, lucky, lucky. I don't remember if we have the witch that gives a bonus from Lost Villagers. I feel like we don't have her in our deck because I would have seen her already, right? So we don't. If I had her for sure, I would maybe like purposely like lose 1 early and be fine with it, and then just like use the power boost to prevent it in the future. But okay, sweet deal. Okay, so these are our last 2 missions. We have to get through them before we can even see the final one. Three, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, we didn't pick her, right? Okay, I didn't think so. I'm sure I would have seen her already, and then that would have changed kind of how I was approaching it. Okay. Big decisions. Are we going left or are we going right? These are both tier 2 missions. We don't know what they are. I mean, you know if you remember the setup, but I don't remember what. If you know the game well, based on the title we saw in the setup, you'd know what it is, or if you saw them at the beginning, but I don't have that kind of memory, so that it would not help me. But just for fun, you guys can pick, and then we'll just go with whichever one is what we're tackling first. Let's see what we got. Maybe that'll help you with your decision. We got 1 curse. We have Amelia Stevens, who can capture familiars, or we can use her for a 5 power one-time effect because we do have another familiar. We got Mercy Lily again, which could let us get new witches from the recruit deck and replace her for a 1 power, or just use her for 2. We have Carol, who we can grab a witch from the jail pile, who we just saw because we put her on the top of the deck. And then we have Josephine Tancred, who can get rid of an annoying challenge and then use the power from that challenge to buff her up. Just don't pick the same middle BS like last time. Yeah. That was more of drawing off this. That was my horrible shuffle and cut on this deck. So yeah, you know I can't rig shuffles based on that performance, just so you know. Because I would never want to start that way in this game. I feel like it's like, oh man. But we weaseled out of it pretty okay, I think. Still lost the mission, and it's put extra pressure on everything, but 60% are going for the left. Thank you guys. Again, whichever is the right choice. Emphasis on right. Oh, you mean like not the correct choice, but literally the one on the right. I get it. Destroy the skeletons in the cemetery. Okay, so it's a 5 power, 4 challenges, and on the success, for each challenge remaining on this mission, lose a villager card. Oh, that so bad. So bad. Okay, let's see. First challenge is a witch elder. Okay, not punishing us, but if we choose to ignore her, she will also make us lose a villager. So normally I'd be like, okay, we don't need another witch right now, we're fine. Plague rats. If we leave them behind, we will lose a villager and lose another villager. So And a wild boar. Exile a random hidden witch, but we could use our familiar to protect us from that. But we'll see. And then our final fourth challenge, another wild boar. We might also want to exile a random hidden witch. Are we at the point where we don't really use hidden witches and we just start, putting them in jail, revealing them? I don't know. I don't know about that. Okay, so what I'm looking at here, I'm okay with losing like a villager card, but so we can play Josephine right now and maybe take away like the boar to give her 3 power. Might do that. Let's just put that there for now to talk about it. We could use Carol at this point to grab back a witch from here on top of our Coven deck. I don't know if we can get her right away, but then maybe take back Liliana. That might be good. That might be good. And then, oh, I just realized Mercy Lily actually lets us put cards from the recruit deck right into hand. Not on the top of the deck. She's not as slow as the other ones. Capture a face of familiar, not happening right now. But could just be a 2, and then we save our big hit for later. But we might get rid of her familiar, so maybe using her right now to use her for 5 is maybe pretty good. We have 2 more missions after this. Okay. This would give us 3, 6, plus another 5 is 11, and we would need 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And Mercy could give us the 1 more, and we just replace Mercy with a card. But then we're losing like all these witches. And we get 1 back. Or, oh, we would get the 1 in hand right now. Or we keep Mercy around. And maybe we get her with a bunch of lilies. Actually, keeping her around would make sure, because we still have like all the lilies, right? And we could have like a sick lily turn, like all them together. Well, I think either way we play this, we get rid of the wild boar. So she is now a 3. Okay. Yeah, and I think we just do that. We play her for a 2, so we're at 5. That's enough to deal with the mission, but then we'll lose 4 villagers total. And that's like game ending probably. So yeah, I think we use Amelia right now for another 5. So we're at 10. Is that right? 3, 5, plus 2. And then I think we do play Carol to get back Liliana. And put her, search the jail pile, choose a witch placed on top of the Coven deck. That'll help us discard a challenge on a mission maybe. And that could help make it easier. So we're at 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I'll recruit a witch for 3. Norma tankards going in our discard pile. Okay, another way to discard challenges. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay, we're down to 10 left, I think, right? We have 13. Yeah. Okay. So another 3. And then this guy. And then the mission's defeated. Done. Success. But at a high cost. High cost. But we are nearing the end of the game. Last 2 missions. So losing some witches. Totally acceptable. Hopefully our deck... Whoops. I keep making a new discard pile and I don't know why. Yeah. So we have to choose this mission. No questions asked. I have 2 cards. We'll shuffle. Our deck is getting smaller. 2 curses in there, so they're going to come up a lot more often. But do we still have the witch that helps us get a buff from curses? Yes, we do. And we don't have the one that gets a buff from no curses. So I think that's a better situation to be in. Okay. You have a feeling this is the right one, Joseph? Yeah, we'll find out. Okay, no curses in hand, but do we get the witch that wants curses? Nope, we didn't. Okay, that's a good sign. I hope she's in there, and we draw on the other curses. That could be really good. She could, like, kill the final mission all by herself, maybe. All right, I don't think we need to play any, because we only have 1 choice, so let's see what happens. All right. Destroy the Lost Soldier camp at the old battlefield. So it's a 5/4, and when we choose it, each challenge on this mission gets +1 difficulty. Get the frig out of here. All right. Wow. Yeah, this is tough. So we have Witch Elder. Remember, they get +1. So this is a 3. Recruit a witch. Then we have a skeleton. So it's a 2 +1 for every hidden witch we play. So we might want to go reveal heavy like we did last mission, so he doesn't get stronger. But again, he doesn't hurt us. Oh, we have to deal with him to get to the mission, so we got to get through this guy. Yeah, those are the ones that block missions, kind of like the angry mob. Oh, then we got the wood sprites that are 4. They're actually a 5, and then they buff all the other ones for 1 more. So now this is a 4. This is a 3 +1 for every witch we play. That's not good, but hopefully we can just discard them or them to break up some of this, like, little combo here. Oh no, another skeleton. So they are 2 themselves, +1 from the mission, +1 from the Nixies, then +1 for each other hidden witch in play. Yeah, this is going to make my head hurt trying to figure out what the current value is, but anything with a plus on it, the rulebook says, like, keep checking over and over again, because values can change throughout the battle. So yeah, including our cards too. So hopefully we can break up this combo, reduce some of their strengths. But it sucks, the mission is always giving a +1, and that's annoying to see that with the wood sprites. That's, like, very annoying. Okay, let's see. Do we have a 1-shot kill skeletons or anything? Lost soldiers, of course. We have Ellsworth Flintspark that discards a face-up lost soldier, and we don't have those. So yeah, thanks, Ellsworth. Just send all your witches to jail. I might do that, or at least a lot of them. Let's see. So we have 4 witches left in the deck plus 2 curses. The last mission could be a little rough. So let's try to still... Oh yeah, and that means we won't draw back into anything from our discard pile. So we might as well send them all to jail. Might as well. Okay, you know what? Okay, we're going to play Liliana. She's going to discard a challenge from any 1 mission. I feel like it's just the wood sprites at this point. And yeah, recruiting the witch elder, recruiting a witch, literally doesn't affect us because we recruit it from the deck into our discard pile, and we know we're not drawing any extra cards. So we are unfortunately going to have, like, maybe 2 curses in our hand at the last mission, and we could fail right there. That sucks. Yeah. I just don't know if I have any witches in here that draw. So, like, if they do, or look at the top, whatever, you know, we might not have enough to even, like, look and have choice. Like this one. For each lily in play, including Eleanor, draw one card from the coven deck. Choose one to put in your hand. So we probably don't have one in there. Oh, I know what we can do. Maybe we can do this. Just to put 2 witches on the top. So that way we're kind of maybe pushing curses down. So we for sure will draw into more witches, but maybe not. We could put 2 on top that don't work with synergies. I don't know. Yeah, let's do it. So we're going to take 2 off the top without looking at them and put them on top of the deck. Hopefully they work well, right? Hopefully they're good high-powered witches that will help us. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let's do it this way. No, we're fine. Let's have some fun with it. Okay, so we have all the lilies right here. So, okay, let's do. So we could play Mercy. For each lily in play, including Mercy, draw 1 card from the recruit deck. Choose one to put in your hand, shuffle the others back in the recruit deck. Yeah, why not? Okay. So we have 2 lilies in play. So we're going to draw 2. Oh, we have no power, no villagers in the lost pile. So she's not helping us too much. And then Nixies are not in the scenario. So that's great. But let's just take Mary. It's fine. No, it doesn't matter. No, we'll take Ariel. And then what do? Shuffle the others back into the recruit deck. Okay, sure. Those weren't the most mind-blowing draws there. But hopefully that means the 2 we put on top are amazing. Okay. Now we're going to play Sabrina Lily. For each revealed lily in play, which the 2 we played are revealed, we're going to search the jail pile, choose a witch to place on top of the coven deck. So we're going to choose 2. Oh, she counts herself too. Yeah, including. So 3. We can take 3 witches from our jail pile and just put them on top. So let's put Amelia on top because she gets plus 2. She's like a 5 power for familiars. Definitely Josephine Tancred, who's busted, where we can discard a mission and take the power for it. Yeah, we're gonna have an amazing next turn. Maybe we won't have any curses in hand, and we can get 3 power off Jane, or we can use her to remove a curse, which doesn't matter at this point, so that's kind of useless. Or we take Carol, and we know we don't have the other Sullivans to give us buffs, I don't think, so she would just be a 3. So let's take Jane for the lulls, and maybe we don't draw a curse. And we'll put them on top in this order. Oh yeah, we know we won't have a curse because we put 2 witches blindly on top already. Okay, yeah, we're good. So we're not going to have any curses in hand, I hope. And then, yeah, we'll just play these witches, it's fine. All these are revealed. So we have 2, 3, 4, plus 6 more is 10. So these guys only get a buff from here, so we need to save 5. So we have 5 to spend. So these guys are a 3 and a 2. Yeah, so we'll get rid of these skeletons because we have to be able to deal with the mission. We have just enough, really. And then we don't have the extra 3 to deal with the Witch Elder, but that's totally fine. She's not punishing us. So she stays. We win the mission. She's just gone. And all these witches are in jail because they revealed themselves. And look how big our deck just got from all that trickery. So we like lost all those witches, but we literally like gained back almost the same amount. So I think really close, like 1 off. All right, so we're drawing 5 cards for the final showdown. We have 2 cards unknown in here, and they're ones that we did not draft. So let's grab our final mission. Face the possessed tree in the heart of the woods. So obviously this not chosen effect doesn't happen because we're obviously choosing this mission. So it doesn't matter, but it's a 6 power with 5 challenges in front of it. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so you don't really get through the deck in the way this scenario is designed. So you can't bet on seeing familiars and things. Oh, whippoorwills are now showing up. So we can't overcome other challenges while there's whippoorwills in play. So we'd have to get rid of them first. If there's ones that block the mission, we need to deal with those. Okay, all the whippoorwills are hanging out. It makes sense. There's a tree here. The whippoorwills are hanging out on tree branches. Totally makes sense. So that's 3 we have to get through if we want to deal with other challenges. We have an evil witch that would gain us a curse. I literally don't give a rat's ass about curses right now because it's literally the last turn of the game. Whippoorwills, yep, that makes sense. Okay, the witch and her whippoorwills are hanging out. Oh, and her other bird. This is crazy bird lady hanging out at the possessed tree, by the way. That's what's happening here. Okay, and then we have an owl familiar. Don't even care. But if I can get him under my control, I have our witch that loves familiars, right? So the other 2 we put on the top of the deck blindly is Catherine Kent. For each other Kent in play, including Catherine, discard a curse from your hand to the coveted discard pile and draw a card to replace it. But we know we don't have any curses, so that would have been a cool one to draw if we did have curses to help cycle them out to draw more witches. That's good to see on the final. +2 power if you at least have another familiar in your play area, so if we can get that. So there is literally nothing stopping us here. So all we need is 6 power and we win. Because none of them will draw us any from the Lost Village pile, and none of them affect our next turn draw. It doesn't matter. So, yeah, so I can do like this. Discard this witch. Done. 4 power. Let's go. We'll play Amelia like this on the right side. I'll play it out and show you like how we kind of set up for a cool last turn. So Amelia's 3 + 2 right now because we have 1 familiar. But if we grab this familiar, her value alters our total on the fly. +2 because I have no curses in hand. So this is a 3. We'll play Catherine, who's +1 power for each curse in the curse pile, which is 4. So she is literally a 7 right now. She is amazing to have on the last turn. And then we have Claire Wolfsbane, who cares about wolves, but there are none. We'll just play her for a 3. So we'll use this 3 power to take over the owl, who will give us +2 power. That does on the fly change Amelia's value to now a 7. So we spent this 3. So we have 7, 8, 9, 13, plus another 7 is 20, plus another 3 is 23 left that we haven't spent. So we spend 3 more here, we're down to 20. We spend 1 more here, we're down to 19. And then we'll use 6 of that 19 to leave us with 13 power. Yeah, we literally broke the game. Oh yeah, sorry, I need to get rid of the whippoorwills first. Yeah, in the other order. I'm being stupid. Yeah. I forgot about the whippoorwill ability. So yeah, I would spend 4 on the whippoorwills first. Then we pull the owl, and we still have enough, and yeah, we just crush it. Either way, we crush it. I just didn't do it in the right order. Forgot about the whippoorwills. Thank you, Yogi. But yeah, just silly. Absolutely silly. I got super worried on that first mission and totally kicked into Rob needs to like crush, like I'm gonna get destroyed here based on that first mission. It like scared me straight just to be like, all right, they're not joking anymore. But because of that, I think we went a little too hard, and it worked out. But yeah, this game is awesome. That was fun. That was really cool. It's a little scary playing blind. You lose like all advantages, right? And the whole idea of like getting some known information before making decisions, it is scary just not knowing what you're about to run into. Obviously, if you play this scenario over and over again, you'll kind of know what it could be because it's set missions. But man, playing that for like the first quote unquote first time, like, and I don't remember these ever, was really cool. But yeah, that first turn, holy crap. Oh, our frog was still in there. Oh, Lost Soldiers. Yeah, they would have been annoying at 3. Yeah, it wasn't too bad going forward because we got so front-loaded with like the heavy cards. There are a couple times where there's some pretty dirty combos we put together there. Yeah, cool game. That was a cool scenario. That was really cool. Even though we crushed it, but there was times where like literally if I just failed the mission, like we got the wrong combo blocking us, like yeah, so strong getting rid of a curse early and only having 2 in the deck. I find that helps out a lot. Makes it so it like snowballs a little bit. Hilltown Gramer says, good fun, back to work, may buy this. I don't think it's that expensive of a game. If you just want a solo only game, like it's fun. I don't know. I haven't played all the scenarios. The default mode is definitely something that was challenging, very hard for me. But I think after you work your way through all these challenges, that is a great way to like have replayability, to keep trying the default mode of the game, because there is some randomness there and then some craziness, and you can have different setups based on your jurors. So I'm not even showcasing the craziness of the default mode, but this is a cool way to work through the game and experience the different cards and get to know them, and it gives them like a personality. They're not just random cards that are modules randomly put in your setup. They are choosing that, like, this is the scenario you fight the tree, and you'll remember that, like, this is the one where I had to, you know, make my way to the tree. I remember the scarecrow from the last one, you know, like, they're giving these cards more meaning, which I like. It's not just like random art on the card, you know, it's like actually trying to tell a story, which is kind of cool. I like it. Yeah, that was definitely my favorite scenario. Absolutely. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't like the unknown information. It's like sets me uneasy, but it definitely was more fun, like not knowing, but it was like frustrating. I don't know how to explain it. Like, yeah, I don't know. I liked how it got me out of my comfort zone and made me draft different witches. That was kind of neat. Like, where you just like, yeah, we chose the ones that get rid of lost soldiers and skeletons. Of course, they never lined up, but when they do, it feels so good. But it's cool, like witches that just flip all the missions over, like those don't help you anymore, which is neat. Like that's neat to make you play like how you might not normally play or draft, which is cool. Very cool, very cool. Mark's okay. Okay, so Stefan says, just because of chat's great choice on the polls. Yeah, 100%. So yeah, even though I would blame it on you guys if we lost, I guess you guys can take credit for the win, obviously. Damn it. So now I can't hold my head high. It wasn't the solo win I was looking for, you know? But that's not what I'll say when I turn the stream off. As soon as the stream's off, I'm telling Mel, yeah, Mel, I crushed it all by myself. It was all me, baby. It was great. Yeah, chat just sat there and they didn't do anything. It was horrible. I'm just kidding. Mark says, I agree. It's all because of chat. Rob did nothing. Exactly. But what happens on stream stays on stream, all right? All right? I'm going to go buy myself a custom trophy now, put my name on it, like solo win. You know, Rob won scenario 3 in the Witchcraft campaign. But yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. Like, I don't know if to go on to more challenges. We'll see. I'll see if I can fit some in next week. I am busy tomorrow and Friday, and Mel and I are busy on Saturday. But Sunday we'll be playing another game on stream. I'll schedule that soon. And then next week I wanted to switch to a different game to play with you guys. And yeah, we'll see. But again, we have a few days still left in October next week, so maybe I'll play one more of these. We'll see. But yeah, could also save it for next year and continue it in next October as a solo game to play, because you never know, will they release more solo only games I can play with you guys during October? I don't know. There's no other games I know of that I could play solo. Definitely not. Definitely no living card games that I could play solo that are horror themed during October, but we won't talk about those games this year. Yeah, new reskin, yeah. As long as it's horror themed, right? They'll make it like the Final Girl theme, you know, rip off some horror movies, like B reskinned horror, B rated horror movies or whatever. Whatever you call that. Yeah, new reskin. Anyways, but all right. I'm gonna go now, guys. Thank you for joining. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the help. And I'll see you guys in the next stream. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.